The most effective use of flashbacks is to reveal something about a character that may not be possible to explain in the main storyline. For example, let's say our main character Naveen is so nervous he is sweating while he waits for his turn to be interviewed for a job. Why is he so nervous? I mean, sure, a job interview is stressful, but why is he so nervous that he is sweating in an air-conditioned room? This is where you could flash back to Naveen as a kid in school who had trouble with his oral exams. You remember oral exams, as if it wasn't bad enough that we had to study and memorize a whole bunch of things for a written test. Then you had to step in front of a teacher and be interrogated and remember the answers to questions that formed a percentage of the marks that you received on any test. Now that the audience has learned about his fear as well as his tendency to choke in high-pressure situations, they will be more invested in the outcome of that job interview. Flashbacks were used very effectively in the TV show Lost to give us more information about the various characters so that we could understand who they were before their plane crashed on the island. Which leads me nicely to my next point. Flashbacks should always be used to move the narrative forward. They should never be employed if they're going to stall the momentum of the narrative or because someone thinks it would be cool to shoot a few scenes in a different color palette. Christopher Nolan in particular is a master of the fractured narrative where the whole story only becomes clear if you've been paying attention to the flashbacks. Another way in which you can flash back in a narrative is if a sound or image triggers a memory in your character. This recurring flashback could be the thing that is holding back your character, is the source of their obsession, or the reason why they can't achieve what they're trying, depending upon what kind of screenplay you're writing, of course. So how do you write a flashback scene in a screenplay? You include the word in the slug line. For example, straight away, we can tell that this scene will take place inside the Red Walrus Club at night. And it will take place at a time that is chronologically before the present day action in the show or movie. On the other hand, if the narrative was about how things were different at different times during the history of the Red Walrus Club, you might include this information in the slug line. This way, we know that the action is taking place in 1973, so the production knows that they should probably be including music from 1973 on the jukebox. All of the actors should be dressed in 1970s fashion, and depending upon the budget of the production, maybe the facade and the logo of the Red Walrus Club changes over various time periods. Another way to convey that the action is taking place in different time periods is to use a super title. A super title is the superimposition of text on an image to let us know when the action is taking place. For example, in the recently released movie Mahan, which is streaming right now on Amazon Prime, and you should check it out if you haven't already, they let us know when the action has shifted from 1968 to 2016 and to various other points between those two time periods. So you always know when the events you're watching are taking place. So this is how I write flashbacks into my various screenplays. If you found this video useful, please consider hitting the like button. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing to our channel. If you are already subscribed to our channel, activate that bell icon so that you can be notified when our next video goes online. Thank you for watching.